Hello and welcome back to another evening in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, coming in with another after hours video tonight. This is a work in progress I'm working on for Historic, something sick, twisted, and broken. Oko Affinity, so Ornithopter's, Mox Amber's, Traveler's Amulet, Mind Stone to be the artifacts, along with food tokens from the Goose and the Oko. Once upon a time to stitch things together. Then we have Emry to recur and recast things, Sai to make a bunch of tokens, Karn to make some giant artifacts, and then Tezzeret to blast the opponent to smithereens and give all of our creatures and planeswalkers affinity, because that's what we needed. More cost reduction. 20-ish land. Yeah, because we have the Traveler's Amulets and the Mox Ambers, we produce a lot of mana. Not really removal besides turning things into elk. Not really ways to take over the game besides making hordes of Thopters and giant servos. So far I've found it able to give a really hard time to control decks. Struggling with aggro, but if you resolve a Tezzeret and start plussing, that's really good against red. So, all kind of a work in progress. Not quite sure what all I've got cooking here, but let's go make some historic nonsense happen. Enjoying the after hours videos, enjoying playing all the silly things I throw together. The different stuff. Also looking forward to doing some things I wouldn't do on the main channel, like grabbing decks from other content creators and tearing them to pieces. Probably not. Probably just playing them and having fun, but maybe tearing them to pieces a little. Let me know if you're up for some of that. Ooh, if we draw an Ornithopter, we have turn 1 Emry. Cross your fingers, hold on to your butts. With an Oko right behind it. This hand is so great if we draw one more artifact. Without one more artifact, we're still a turn 2 Emry. We did it. Oh my god, it happened. No freaking way. We could even play second Emry here just to mill 4 more, but we're not a Creeping Chill Narc Amoeba deck. If we were, that would be gross. Yeah, scry. Scry it up. Wish you were this cool. Alright. That could be a Karn. Alright. Well, I'll get the Ornithopter. Opponent gonna spell pierce this or something? What do you got? It must be an opt, right? Alright, blue. Play another one. I'm going for the Karn. If I do get spell pierced, I died as I lived with gusto and fire. This is absurd. I only get one game like these. You know, after this, it's never the same. After this, it's just a bumbling pile of garbage. Establish dominance. Show them what's up. Of course, even a flame sweep, though, like, sweeps this board. It's not like I'm running away with the game, but there's a shock. That means there's no flame sweep. You're gonna have to do better than that. Another Ornithopter. Right now, this isn't producing mana, so I have to have an Emry out for it to do that. I mean, it produces mana now, but that doesn't do much. Let's go ahead and make another Karn critter. Thrill of possibility. So I guess we're against Arclight Phoenix. They're gonna need something legend, but since they play Arclight Phoenix, I'm gonna keep these Ornithopters on defense now. I understand. I also would not want to play against that draw any longer. You didn't even see Oko. I had better things to do. It's kind of sickening, to be honest. So, here's our next victim. Can we do it again? That Ornithopter was a gross top deck, and then we drew like 2 more. Ah, we see why Ornithopter was in that anthology series and some of the stupid things it enables. Another version of this that Thelona told me about that I want to try in the near future is the version with Joyra, which says whenever you play a historic card, draw a card for 4 mana. Imagine if that Karn there were a Joyra and we just drew our deck instead. That might be even more powerful than what we're trying to do here. So we're really looking to use Once Upon a Time here to find a Sai or an Emry. We need a legendary creature. Our opponent's got the Goose. Goose is in fact very loose. Well, we found the Emry anyway. Let's see if we can find the Ornithopter then for the turn 1. Oh, we did it. We did it! Oh my god. 2 games in a row like this? Deck is bonkers broken. Nope, not you yet. We're working on it though. I don't think I hit an artifact, but Traveler's Amulet can go throw itself into the bin. If the opponent goes turn 2 Oko, what are they going to do? Elk my Emry? And now we want to get Tezzeret going as quickly as we can. Now the opponent looks like they've got something. Well, Jadelight Ranger. Turn 2 Jadelight Ranger looks pretty tame compared to what it could be. The opponent hits 2 land. Oh my god. Alright. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I don't think I can cast this Karn, but I want to somehow get an artifact in the graveyard. So I can definitely do this. And go get a forest. Put that on the battlefield, play the Mind Stone. And recast the Amulet. Look at that, beautiful fetching lands out of my graveyard value. It's beautiful, really. If we draw a Mox Amber, we can ramp into Tezzeret. Otherwise, Karn is looking good. And Jadelights on Jadelights. Okay, good old Explorer decks. And there's your Thief of Crowns. Oh, the opponent's very excited about this. Let's see. Cast that. Do we play Sai or do we play Karn? Getting the creature turned into an elk is pretty bad. Defending Karn can be really tough against the Jadelight Rangers if Oko just comes down and makes an elk. Let's work on, I think if the opponent making an elk out of Sai is kind of whatever. So let's go here. I already have a black, but we'd have to pay life for it. So just in case I don't want to, we'll take this. Play you. Play you. Use the Emry. Cast the Amulet. Thopter up. And kick it on over. So Oko probably elks this. I guess we'll see. Maybe it makes a food. But yeah. So you want to elk that after you attack with the 4-3, I think, because now I'm very inclined to trade. So now the opponent has no attacks. Not the best. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Let's get it going with Tezzeret, the master of the bridge, who makes Karn a 0 casting cost planeswalker. And Karn can make another artifact so that Tezzeret does even more damage. Cool Oko. So the opponent's at 12. I should just D up around my planeswalkers, right? I mean, I could attack the Oko. Right now the Oko's on 5, so it can swap like my Goose for something. I don't think that's particularly good. But if the opponent attacks here, they don't have good attacks, really. Not great attacks. Let's at least make them respect this. Alright, Oko down to 2. What have you got? Yep, that's a good card. Yep, that's an elk. What are you gonna do? We have double Tezzeret activations next turn. If we have enough artifacts, that should just be lethal. We can make one with the Karn if the Karn lives. Yeah, that's 6 and 6. So the opponent's going after the Karn. Everybody's after the Karn. Alright, so the Karn is our last artifact. We really want Karn to live. So if we block... Well, actually, Karn... We have to throw away an artifact to defend the Karn, but I guess it's better to have a Karn construct token than anything else here. We can block with the Ornithopter because Emry gets it right back. That's the key. Alright, Emry says play this Ornithopter. Are we still short one? I think we're still short one. We'll attack face. If the opponent doesn't block it here, we win. They didn't block. They will pay the price. A price that must be paid in lasers. What's better than the laser? The double laser. Deck is working way too well. Something bad is going to happen, right? Can't just keep going like this. Okay. This hand is slow. It's possible we could hit a goose, though. This is probably the worst hand I've seen so far, but it does have Once Upon a Time and the potential for a turn 2 Psi, and being on the draw sucks, but okay. We're doing oven stuff. I think that's good for us. Mox Amber, nice. And the goose is loose. See if the opponent has a way to kill it right away. Paradise Druid, sure. Wonder what they added to the deck. Because right now it just looks like a standard deck. Here's Psi. Here's Mox Amber. Oh yeah, the party has certainly begun. Mayhem Devil's here. The opponent has toys. Oko. Am I supposed to Karn up? Start the Karn Edge? It's not like the creatures are that big right now. I think instead I'm just going to Oko things. Just elk that. So that the sacrifice stuff doesn't work. Psi blocks an elk pretty well. But I'm not going to attack. We're just going to wall up around Oko here and try to find more artifacts. Ooh, didn't expect that. You got me there. Getting really feisty. How defensive am I of Oko? Let's do it like this. Eat the Paradise Druid. Well, the other thing that we could do is this. That kills the Paradise Druid. Then there's 1 damage distributed somewhere, so Oko could die. We can block with the Goose, but I think I like the mana. We actually have another Psi ready to go. So let's just keep Oko at a high loyalty and go with that first block. I think that now, yeah, you have to direct the damage there, which keeps, you know, keeps everybody at a nice healthy amount of life. There's a good draw. So, sign number 2, Traveler's Amulet. Do we elk the Judith? I think so.
Let's broaden your existence.
And I'll pay this 2 life to use the amulet when it's time. Although the amulet might want to become an elk. We'll see. Amulet may need to stick around, so maybe that play, maybe paying the 2 life there was bad. Okay. Keep Oko nice and healthy. We might end up trading for their oven. We'll see. Card up your sleeve is a what? Murderous Rider. Well, that's obnoxious. Yeah, I'm going to keep the amulet. There's another Karn. And this makes 3/3s right now, which pair off well with the Elks. And we'll pass turn. How do they want to play it? Still being aggressive with those Elks, yep. So we'll trade one of these and lock up on the other. The other option would be to just let this die, then play the other one and make another 3/3. That would make this a 4/4, and then we hold off the Elks. But I don't like relying on that working out. I think it's asking a bit much. That's a problem. That I don't know if I can beat. Let's see what the opponent sacrifices here. I hate sacrificing lands to Korvold, but the opponent might do it. Well, doesn't have trample, but our opponent gets to draw their deck with this card active. Once upon a time. We need an artifact pretty bad. I guess we can make an artifact with the goose. Alright. Let's go ahead and use this. See what we find. Ornithopter. There's also an Emry there, but I like the Ornithopter giving us some blocks. Let's start turning the tide a little bit here. See how many of these 5/5s we can make. But the opponent with Korvold, a lot of bad things could start happening, especially with that card. As if they didn't do enough of this in Standard. Ooh, we found the historic card, guys. This card is so freaking sweet. We need another Oko, but I think we binned them. I don't know. There's still plenty of Okos in the deck. But yeah, the deal with Cauldron Familiar Desecrated Tomb is that you get a whole bunch of bats. Uh-huh. So yeah, you're gonna see them go absolutely nuts here if we don't draw another Oko. We need a way to win, and I don't know how we're gonna do it now. It's a lot of trouble. Alright, food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have to take a chance here that I'm going to draw into the Tezzeret. So we'll pitch that. Another Once Upon a Time is not really what we were after. Karn has nowhere to go but up. Oh, there's the Oko. We don't have enough mana though. Oh, wait, food? What do we have? Do we have 7? We do have 7. Feels like I'm throwing a lot away for this, but I guess we do what we gotta do. So Oko comes down, Elk the Corvold.
Every tale about me is absolute nonsense. Absolutely true.
Opponent can run the little cat gambit here. It's going to make for a big elk. And they get a bat. And no attackers here, thank you. I'm in enough trouble. So, the opponent decides to make it tedious and worse. Like, this gameplay is just so obnoxious. I don't think I really want to keep playing it, but we do have this Tezzeret go over the top game available to us. We have 2 planeswalkers. I don't want to play this game. I don't want to watch these triggers happen, but I guess we do what we must. So yeah, we're gonna block the Corvold with the Sai because we have another. Opponent should probably, they should pitch the Corvold. They get 2 foods. Well, I guess Corvold's not dead, so they shouldn't pitch Corvold. That would help me too much. Rekindling Phoenix. Yeah, that goes good with an oven, I suppose. Alright, so I'm looking at a Karn minus to make a creature. I'm looking at an Oko swap for the oven. That land was not good. We needed something else. We could make a food with the Gilded Goose. Like, what I'm swapping, for example, is kind of up for debate. I should once upon a time, though, and try to get like a 0. Something to play with the Sai, this will do. Alright. So we play you. We play you. Make another you. Make food. Oops, cancel. Gotta play you. Play the Watery Grave, untapped. Shock for 2. Make a food. And trade my food for your... Oh yeah, it doesn't work that way. I keep on thinking I can do that to artifacts. I guess I'm just elking your oven now. And saying go. Yeah, you elk the artifacts. You don't exchange for them. So maybe making that food token was a big no-no. We would have wanted to anyway to grow the 7/7, but alas. Corvold, you still coming over? I don't really want to trade one of these big guys for Corvold. I'll probably just chump it with a Thopter. Because I can make another food token and another artifact creature next turn. And here's the attacks. The opponent with an instant speed removal spell can definitely set up a very awkward block for me, so we'd want to avoid that where they kill an artifact at instant speed. So we block like this, and we'll also block the oven twice, just in case the opponent has that instant speed removal. It's unfortunate we have to give them another bat and an activation of Trail of Crumbs by blocking the familiar. But the Ornithopters did have to block. Okay, they drew another Murderous Rider. That's brutal. That's really nasty. That is not what we were looking for. And there's Rekindling Phoenix, because why not? Alright, well the opponent's really low on blockers though, and they're at 11. Can I kill them? Can I kill you? Are you dead? I think they might be dead. No, they have the Cauldron Familiar still. Well, does that change the line of attacking the hell out of them? Let's see, they block here. Cauldron Familiar blocks here. They would only take one. That's not particular. That's not like an achievement. Let's go ahead and sacrifice this to draw a card. Plus they get to make a whole bunch more bats. So that's not great. There's a Once Upon a Time. Keep digging. Keep digging. Jeez, oh Pete's. Get those Karns off the bottom of my library. That is one of the problems with Once Upon a Time in the deck. Not as many hits as you'd want. So making another creature here isn't really great. Not really. I think I have to keep trying to plus the Karn. Because we need more artifacts for Sai. And look at that. More land. That is what happens. Alright. We'll kick it on over to the opponent who's going to make another bat. But at least if they use their... If they use this right now, they don't get their Trail of Crumbs to activate. And they're out of food. Unless they have another... Unless they actually have another oven. In which case, throw me to the wolves. Sure. Alright, Thopter and the birds block the bats. It's fine. Man, that Judith would be a real problem now, wouldn't it, with all these bats? Another Rekindling Phoenix. There's too many of them. We need more artifacts to play. The Murderous Rider's coming out. There's so many creatures. Make me food. Another goose. Doesn't make a Thopter, though. Yeah, I think I have to go get Ornithopter here. And I think I have to start eating food tokens with Sai. I don't like shrinking these creatures. Remember, there's just nothing to attack for except the opponent gets to make more bats. So until I find another Oko, I've got just about nothing going on here. Alright, your turn. Fortunately, I think I'm running the opponent out of things to do aside from the awesome attacking squadron they have. They don't have any more instant speed creatures though, so if they overexert on the ground, I can smash them. Alright. You... Oh wait, hold on. Goose. Alright, so it's just you now. So I block you. We declare our blocks. And I need to sacrifice you and you to draw a card. Deeper and deeper. Make me that food. The other goose has summoning sickness. I would have played the forest if I could have used the goose, but oh no, a food! Food is trouble. But the opponent isn't using it right this minute. That goose has to go. And look at my draws. It's endless mana over here. Let's dig with Karn. What else can we do? 2 Tezzerets. Holy hell. That's a card. Yeah. Can we kill him? I don't think you're ready for this, Jet. Down to 5. I could have done more. Ugh. I hate knowing I messed up. I could have done more. I could have made this food and then made another food. Alright. Let's try to defend you for one turn. If the Karn lives, we get back another Tezzeret. So the opponent has to deal with the Tezzeret and the Karn. Yep. Okay. What do you have to sacrifice? Not much. You've got a cat that's not in an oven. No! That draw's too perfect. That draw is too perfect. They top deck that. I guarantee they top deck that. Of course, Judith would have been a huge problem too. There's a lot of things here that are trouble. Oh, everybody at the Tezzeret? You're gonna let me keep my Karn maybe? Well, I should block to defend. Don't kill the cat. Let the cat live. They do gain life from these riders, which is unfortunate. We want our artifacts to live. Alright. Let's see what happens. I don't think... Like, laying the cat through here, they should let the cat deal the damage. I'm not losing any artifacts at this time, so I'm not sacrificing any of my stuff. And the opponent is going to ping an Ornithopter. Okay. Does the House of Cards begin to collapse here? If the opponent's focus is to... Why would they double target that? It's not killing a bat and it already blocked. So let's let them pick their card. We can make another food with Goose so that this doesn't die. Plenty of life for the opponent, unfortunately for me. And now what? You can still make a food and sacrifice it. Well, you can't sacrifice it for mana. Yeah, you're out of sacrifices. You can't sacrifice it if your Goose is tapped to make the food. Alright, I will make a food. Back to an 8/8. Here comes the hits. And with Karn living too, we have double Tezzeret here. We do have to watch out. If we sacrifice anything, it does trigger Mayhem Devil as well. Do you have any way to sacrifice something? I don't see it. I don't see it. And we have double Tezzeret, double Tezzereting. Come on, let it be. Let me do it. Let me do it. I sat through all your oven shenanigans. All right. Pew. Bring me back the other Tezzeret. Play the other Tezzeret. And that's game. That game was legend. And you CGB supporting fan club members get to see it right away. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very, very much for all your support, and I hope you're enjoying these extra videos. Please leave me a like or a comment. It means a lot to me. Lets me know that people are watching and having fun. Thank you so much for your support. Have a wonderful night.